You look lost. Well, you're looking around as if you've done something wrong, but you don't look like the troublemaking type. So, I can only guess the suppressed panic on your face is from being lost. Well, I could assist you if you told me where you're off to. Look, I'm not one of those creeps who attacks helpless tourists in alleyways. Those guys are a few blocks down. Now there's your problem. You're walking the entire opposite way that map is telling you. It also looks very, very outdated. I'll bet it didn't take long for you to get confused. Well, sure. Of course I could write you a new way to your destination. However, you may want a guide out of this part of town. Like I said before, some real wackos are just a couple blocks away. Well, no. I don't know them personally, but it doesn't take me knowing them for me to overhear their conversations. Well, I'm glad you're happy you met me. But that bar sounds pretty low if meeting someone who doesn't want to hurt you is all it takes to make you happy. Yeah, I guess there's no arguing with that point. It can be pretty dangerous in unfamiliar places. And on that note, there's your path. You clearly don't come here often. So what brings you here? Ah, genuine tourist, huh? There could be a million reasons why your destination's a hotel. For example, you could be in a mafia, about to make the deal of the century. Or maybe something more romantic? A lover waiting at a hotel for a secret rendezvous. Really? No partner and traveling alone. Now that's not something I would ever tell a stranger in a place like this. Well, now I'm going to have to kidnap you and hold you for ransom. Like I said earlier, I have no intention of adding you to my to-do list. I swear. What was I doing out here? Well, aren't you a curious one? You really want to know? Can you promise me that you'll keep it a secret just between you and me? You absolutely swear? Cross your heart. I was on the rougher side of town trying to track someone down. Well, you see, I wanted to find this certain someone and buy a very special object. And the special item in question is... It's a... Why, it's a special edition of my favorite book. What else? Oh, do you really think I'd tell you what I was up to? Well, the same way you still haven't actually told me anything about your little vacation here, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm up to either. Yet. No, I don't make the rules. I don't tend to follow them either. But I think for now that I'm gonna keep you on the straight and narrow. How in the world were you expecting to find your way to the hotel without a friendly gentleman like myself helping you out, huh? Walk until you found a landmark. Right. Something like that would have taken you ages. Like I said before, that map of yours is incredibly outdated. And any unnecessary time in a place like this could be very, very dangerous. Well, just consider yourself extremely lucky that you ran into me, that's all. All in a day's work. I may be a pain in the neck for some, but I'm not heartless. I'd have had a pretty horrible weekend if you ended up front page news, and I knew I could have intervened. What passes for news around here? Well, I'd say the same kind as anywhere. Death and suffering. You won't find an article about little Susie's litter of newborn puppies around these parts. Now don't get me wrong. This city has its bright spots, so I can't call you completely crazy for being here. And no, this part is not one of those bright spots. Starting your journey here, you're more likely to kick the bucket list than mark anything off of it. You're glad, huh? About what exactly? For momentarily distracting me from the gritty bits, huh? You're a fun one. I'll give you that. As much as I would love to join you on your little vacation, I couldn't intrude like that. And if I want to get my business done, I should really be heading back soon. Of course, I still plan on leading you out first. Speaking of, we're about to hit a crosswalk. Once you pass over it, it's about 2 miles in a straight path back to civilization. It's gonna save you a bunch of time and pain in the feet to do it this way. But if you just trust my directions, you'll make it to your hotel before you collapse from exhaustion. Then you'll be all rested up in the morning to tend to that trip itinerary of yours. And in the blink of an eye, here we are. You see the crosswalk right over there? Good. Take the left down that way and keep walking straight. Don't deviate, okay? Just keep going straight ahead. In a couple of miles, you'll look up and see the hotel's sign before you even realize you're there. Don't mention it. I'm just happy I could help. Just try to stick to the tourist attractions next time, okay? If I see you again, I'll think you're up to no good. Yeah, it was a pleasure meeting you too, sweetheart. Take care of yourself now, alright? Hope we never cross paths again. Especially while I'm on the clock.
Thank you for listening to Midnight's Melodies. What do you think of the chances of running into Chuuya again? Let me know in the comments. And make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification icon so you don't miss out on another surprise encounter in Chapter 2. If you'd like to further support the channel, please consider becoming a member, or head over to my Patreon at patreon.com/midnightsmelodies. And if you're interested in a private commission, please head to the link on the screen. And remember, my library is always open.